Brad Pritchett is the new Chief Marketing and Communications Officer for the Dallas Museum of Art. In a few short months, he has transformed the look and feel of the brand to be more inclusive to all walks of life. Recently, the DMA premiered the special exhibition Cartier and Islamic Art, the sole North American venue for this exhibition. Let's meet Brad Pritchett. Well, welcome, Brad. Thanks for this interview.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to chat with you.
I am too. Tell us a little about your background.
Have always been closely tethered to the arts. Spent 10 years at Dallas Theater Center leading the marketing team there. Went off and did another nonprofit for a couple years, but have found my way back here in the heart of the arts district, the largest arts district in the country, I may add, leading the Marcom efforts for Dallas Museum of Art.
So when you came on board, what was your vision to impact the brand?
My vision really was to get a working knowledge of what at the time was working and what needed to be worked on. So I really spent the first couple of months listening. What do you think, from your perspective, could be worked on, and what's working well so I don't mess with that? And then really determining ways that we could reach a wider audience in a more inclusive way. As a proud member of the LGBTQ community, I know firsthand what it's like to sort of only be marketed at in certain instances where it makes sense, right? And I don't want that for this museum. I want us to really look at equity and diversity in a way that's a part of the fabric of our marketing machine.
And then what happened? What did you do with it?
I started working on all of the different action items. So anything and everything from codifying systems to determining how we spend our marketing budget, and is that really the best way to spend the budget, to staffing up. And so I'm happy to say that 7 months in, we're a full team now of rock stars, and we're really sort of implementing plans that we put in place from a couple of months ago, one of those being our brand refresh.
Let's talk a little bit about that video that Equilateral did for you.
You know, when one launches a brand refresh, the goal, right, is to tell as many people as you can about it. And so we thought, what better way to do that than to go broadcast. So we did partner with them, and we developed a minute-long commercial campaign shot right here in the museum on multiple days. We really want to sort of awake that inner curiosity that folks have when they come here and address the folks that say art isn't for me.
When you see a painting, you look at a Monet, and you have 10 different people, and everybody sees something different.
I remember bringing friends to see Cartier, and it's fun because some of them were a bunch of guys who are like, I'm not into jewelry. I'm like, okay, but have you been to the DMA? Oh, once when I was a teenager. I'm like, well, let's come back again. And those were the ones in my group that stayed the longest. Those were the ones that were most impressed with not only the things in Cartier, but spent hours really going through the entire museum, because I don't think that they've ever done it in a way that made sense to them, but they did this time. And so it was great to see that firsthand.
Let's talk about Cartier and Islamic Art and that exhibit. How did you get that?
It's been years in the making, this collaboration between us, Cartier and MAD. And it's just something that truly is breathtaking. Cartier's team of designers used Islamic art and architecture and jewelry and materials to really synthesize what you see in this room now. Every turn and every corner, not only are you dazzled, quite frankly, but I think you'll be impressed too with the usage of technology that our team has done here.
Do you have a favorite piece?
I knew you would ask me that. There's two favorite moments, right? I consider them moments. I think the usage of technology for me, given the recent hype on immersive spaces and museums around the country, we leaned into that. So floor-to-ceiling digital projections of how these pieces are formed and put together, I think what I've noticed from the public, that's where they stop and they stare and they watch those videos over and over again. So that's a moment for me that sort of takes the breath away. And then the final moment leaving the show, what we call the breathing piece, that's on this sort of mechanical form of this breast that goes up and down. So you see the piece and it's flat form, but then you see it rise up around the décolletage. And it's the social media go-to moment of the show.
So what do you have upcoming for future marketing events?
For the first time ever, we've partnered with WFAA Channel 8. And this summer, we've done a Good Morning Texas takeover. Essentially, we brought the entire studio and the entire hour of content here to the museum. In addition to that, this fall, we'll be launching our brand new website in conjunction with our rebrand. So we're really excited about the new website. And we have some great shows opening in the fall, too. Movement is opening this fall. Matthew Wong is opening this fall, too. And sort of a peek ahead at next year, we're celebrating 120 years.
120 years?
That is crazy to me. So we have such a storied history here within our community, being the museum for Dallas. So not much to give away now, but I will tease that we have some fun tricks up our sleeve to celebrate 120 next year.
There's always something happening here.
Always, right? There's never a dull moment.
But come and see the Cartier and Islamic Art exhibit. Come and do it twice.
For sure, and the show closes on September 18th. So you still have a while, but don't wait too long.
Well, thank you so much for this interview, Brad.
Thank you so much. I could sit and talk all day. This has been lovely.
I could too.